Hey guys, welcome to my workspace. Today I'm going to give you a little tour around what is my shed really, but it's where I do all my work from. So in front of you you have a drying rack. This is when all the wands have been carved. They get oiled and varnished for protection. It takes them about 48 hours to dry, so they go up there. I need somewhere solid for them to stay and somewhere that wouldn't get knocked. So that works quite well. Down here, this is primarily my main workspace. It's my little table. Over here we have a box. This is where I keep all my chisels, my small files, anything I need for little detailing work. My main chisel, I tend to keep it up there because it's easy to access. It's a pen and a pair of goggles. That's pretty obvious. We have a crocodile clip stand, which I use if I ever need more than two hands to keep something still. Little stand that I keep some of my wands in just to keep them out of the way. Also makes the place look a little nice, just to have them stand up, give a little bit of effect. You know, I want to be able to feel like I actually work in a wand working place. Candles, they are there for a reason. I actually use them to burn my wands to create nice little effects on the end of them. It adds a little bit of depth to it. So down here we have lots and lots of sandpaper. We literally have a drawer dedicated to sandpaper because, as I said in my earlier video, this file leaves an awful lot of marks, so I need to be able to get those out. So I have an entire drawer dedicated purely to getting those marks out with lots of sandpaper. In here we have lots and lots of tools purely for woodworking really, so lots of chisels, got a saw, this is for sharpening any chisels and other little bits that I may need or use, spare pens. Down here we have other tools that I don't really use for woodwork, but they're, you know, I need to be able to do other projects around the house as well, so obviously keeping all those tools are useful. In this drawer we have spare bits and bobs, bits of paint, bits of tape, other little things. This is actually my woodworking one design book. I'm not going to open that because I want to keep some secrets. Okay, so in here we've got my varnish and other bits and bobs and things, spare bits of paint, other garden-y bits like a spare pump for my son's things, things like that. Down here we've got a 5-litre bottle of linseed oil, which I only use a tiny amount of linseed oil purely to protect all the wood, so that should last me years. The dustpan and brush, always useful. As you can see, I haven't really used it today. In here we've got spare bits of wood, any other projects I've ever had, they end up in here. Really, any projects that I can't be bothered with or old bits of wood, they end up in there purely so I can make other things out of them, or, you know, find really nice pieces of wood for wands. This is all my pre-cut wood, where I draw my designs on the wood and they come straight out of that normally. At the moment I only have African Kaya and Opeep in there, which I detailed about in my last video. Over here we've got the hub. It's actually a cat bed. I have 3 cats. They quite often like to come in my shed. However, no matter the bed that I've clearly made for them, they tend to sit on my chair or in these, or I've even found one of them sat on my wood before, which is a bit annoying. Down here we've got all my saws, any sharp bits which are kept furthest away from the door because I do have 3 children. The door is normally locked, but you know, any little helps. Down there is most of my electronics. You can't really see them on video, but I barely use them anyway. There's not really a lot else in my shed that is relevant to the woodwork, apart from, you know, homemade Nerf guns, as well as some other little bits and bobs which I have up purely for decoration, and Harley Quinn. And I also have other little bits up here, as well as Odin, keeping an eye on all my work, and yeah, just looking out for me in general. So this is my little workspace. It was a very quick tour. So yeah, if you guys want any wands made, first of all, this is where they're all made. And Don't forget to like and subscribe to my videos. Hit the little bell icon purely to find out when any new videos are coming out. You'll be notified as soon as I upload them. And go to Alavander's One Crafting on Facebook. Send me a message on there, or send me an email at alavandersonecrafting@gmail.co.uk. And any of your ones that you want made, I can make them happen. Okay, thanks very much, and we'll see you soon.